Hello and welcome to my channel. Now it's been a while, I haven't been on YouTube for months now. I think it's just been really hectic with jobs and house stuff, and at the minute I actually have some work going on in the garden and there's loads of drilling and sawing, so hopefully I get to do this video very quick and there's no like crazy noises in the background all the time. So a while ago I did the review on Videographers of Audiio, so it's audio.com, and it's a music like licensing website, and you can download songs and different tracks that you can use for your own personal as well as commercial projects. So it's been quite a few months now since I've had this subscription to Audiio, so I thought I'll do kind of like a recap after using this for I don't even know how many months. I think in 2020 everything just merges into one, so for all I know it could have been a year ago now. So I primarily use Audiio for social photography because that's mostly what I do. I don't really do like big video productions, anything of the sort. My work is generally weddings, couples, maybe like a family shoot and things like that. And I also use the tracks for things like YouTube. So in regards to social photography, I would use the tracks for things like slideshows or like brief video highlights and put the music overlay to that. And for YouTube, obviously I use that as a background music, or for when I'm demonstrating something where I need just like a nice song or something in the background that kind of makes the video a bit more interesting to watch. So before I start using Audiio, I would just go on YouTube and search for those royalty-free playlists, and then you just keep listening to them all and you don't know what the song is like until you press on it and you listen to it, and you have to go through tens and tens of songs until you find one that maybe fits. But obviously that is a free option, so if you're on a budget, that is one way to do it. The downside of doing this is that the songs are not regularly added. You never know when there's going to be new songs coming on, and you need to follow certain steps to use the songs, i.e. you need to put like these massive descriptions in your video description to say, the track is from so and so, these are all their social media links, this is how the song can be used, and you have to credit people everywhere. So the thing I like about Audiio is that they offer either a lifetime license or a yearly license, as opposed to just buying license for each individual track that you're using. So I got the lifetime membership, which means I can download any of the tracks anytime, use them as many times as I want for any types of projects, excluding I think it's like excluding TV and international coverage and things like that. That's more like for bigger video production teams, as opposed to something that I do, which is just like YouTube and a few wedding slideshows. So the lifetime membership is $299 and the yearly membership is $149. So considering that some of the songs could be as much as, I don't know, $99 to license just for one-time use, I think it's pretty good value. But I do know that there's quite a few similar websites on the market at the minute as well. So obviously Audiio is not the only one. There's other ones that offer like memberships, yearly memberships or lifetime memberships. So the way I use it is I log on to audio.com, and if I'm looking for a song, the first thing I do is go on the search engine, obviously. So the beauty of using these kinds of websites to find your songs and tracks compared to free services such as just YouTube playlists is the fact that there's so many different search things that you can choose. For example, you can choose what type of track you're looking for. Is it acoustic? Is it classical music? Is it folk, hip-hop, etc.? Now the ones I use the most is mood. What type of mood I'm looking for my video. Is it chill, so that could be maybe like a YouTube video, or is it more cheerful, which could be for a family shoot, or is it loving, happy, which could be for a couple shoot. For some people it might be important to find tracks with very specific elements in them, such as guitar, piano, acoustic, bass, things like that. For me that's not been as important, but obviously for some people it might be. Now, the one I use the most is the type of energy, as in, is it low, medium or high? I'm not usually very picky in terms of what type of music it is, so as long as the energy levels suit. So for example, if I'm looking for a track for a YouTube tutorial, I need something with low energy generally, because I don't want the track to be too distracting from what I'm talking about. Whereas if it's like adventurous couple shoot or a wedding, stuff like that, I would probably go for medium or high energy track. And it's also super helpful to find tracks that are just instrumental. Again, I use a lot of instrumental tracks specifically for tutorials and YouTube videos, because I don't want people to sort of start listening into the lyrics and not actually listen to what I'm saying. Another helpful thing is finding songs that are longer in the duration. At the minute, Audiio restricts on the search engine the duration up to 12 minutes. Ideally, in the future, we'd have maybe already pre-made mixes that are maybe 10 to 20 minutes long, which that would be just amazing for YouTube videos. So instead of searching songs, say 3 songs that fit your video, you would just pick one track that's already got, say, 3-4 songs mixed into it. So I'm hoping that's something they will add in the future, because it would be really, really helpful for content creators. I think, there's only, like, if you're doing a video, you will need to add several songs, or you're going to reuse the same song throughout. So yeah, I would really prefer if they had like longer tracks available. The thing I like about Audiio website is, so when you're looking at songs and you're searching and choosing different elements that you want or don't want, you have all the songs that have been found on the right hand side, and it shows you the length, what style it is, and you can click into the middle of the song, so you don't have to listen from the beginning of the song. And I usually sort of click in the middle, because I want to see where the song is at its most energetic, and I want to see if that suits my video or it doesn't, as opposed to listening, from the very beginning of every single track that I'm looking through. So one thing I picked up in my review, which is still valid, is that when you find songs, you cannot sort them by length. So for me, that would be so helpful if I could sort my findings by length, i.e. either the shortest ones at the top or the longest ones at the top, and then sort of make my selection from there on. So that hasn't been implemented yet, and hopefully it will eventually, because I think that would be quite helpful as well. So to use your song, all you have to do is pick your song. Obviously, that's the first step. Then you press the download button, and you need to choose a type of license for your project. So for example, for this YouTube video, it would be business, and then you choose type of distribution, and that will be internet. Then you press create license, and it'll do it automatically, and then you'll also download the song. Once you downloaded your song, your licenses will be stored on your account. So if anybody ever comes to you and says, have you got permission to use this song, you can go back to your account and view all the licenses you've ever downloaded. You don't have to credit any of the people who created this song on your YouTube videos or any other types of videos you use. You already got the license to use it, so that's all you need. So in terms of diversity of the tracks available in the catalog, I find it's generally quite good, and I've been able to find tracks for most of my projects. And what I found previously with songs that have lyrics in them, for example on royalty-free playlists on YouTube, is that they're not usually that good, and it's very, very rare I found something that's really, really nice with lyrics in it. When you load all the tracks on the search results, one other thing I found was that when you press to play them, it doesn't take that long to load each song, which is helpful as well, obviously, because sometimes you might end up going through 20 songs until you find the right one. So if it took ages to load each of one of the songs, I think I'd just go off the site. So Audiio do add new tracks every week, which I think is really nice for those who do have the lifetime license, because you don't really have to search for new tracks elsewhere. You just keep on the same website, and there's going to be new tracks coming in all the time. One thing I would prefer is to have a few more playlists, like pre-made playlists on the website. At the minute you can go on the mood, so there's 5 different types of mood, which I don't think is enough, and I think that'd be quite helpful for people just to get inspiration for, what kind of track they're looking for. like sometimes you don't really know what you want, so if there's something pre-made, like a playlist of 20 songs, that can be a good source for inspiration, just to, you know, give you an idea of what you're looking for. So mine is a couple of things I mentioned that I hope they will implement in the future. I've found Audiio to be quite helpful for what I'm doing, because it does save me a lot of time just, you know, mindlessly searching for tracks on the internet for free and then dealing with all different types of licenses and how to credit everybody. And this is just so much easier. All you do is choose the type of license, the song gets downloaded, and you can use it straight away. And Audiio also said that they'll be introducing a new sound effects catalog to their website, so they'll be coming on the 14th of September. There's always something new being added on these types of subscription services, which is nice because there's always money and technology being put into the development and adding something new for the customer. And also Audiio have been kind enough to give me a 20% off discount code for my viewers. So if you want to sign up for either of the annual or the lifetime subscriptions, you can do that with a code, which I'll link in the description below, and I'll be getting a small commission from that. This also applies to the sound effects catalog, so when that's live you'll be able to use that there as well. Now if you want to read my first impressions and my review on F-Steppers, like I said, I'll link that below, you can take a look. And this was more like a recap after a few months, maybe several months, like I said, all blurs into one, of using this type of service. Not gonna lie, during lockdown I didn't use it much because I didn't create very much, so I didn't have a need for it. But now that jobs are picking up again, last time I used it was I think like a couple of weeks ago, when I had a surprise proposal to shoot and I created like a brief highlights video of it. If it was just a plain video with no sound, I think the couple would still love it because it's such a special moment shared between them. But choosing that right song, I think that just brings everything together. So I hope you'll enjoy this brief little video about Audiio, and if you have any questions or anything, just let me know in the comments below and I'll try to answer them. Like I said, I've been using Audiio for a while, so if you do have any queries or anything, just drop me a message and I'll reply. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.